Hello everyone, and welcome to The Real Reset. In this brief introduction, I would like to give you more information about our mission. It is our goal to establish a new autonomous nation based on simple principles of cooperation, freedom, openness, common sense, and shared prosperity. We should stop arguing over who is responsible for all the mess. Could it be the Anunnaki, the aliens, the lizard people, our governments, the Jews, the bankers, the technocrats, the deep state, eugenics? Or perhaps it's our egoism and greed. Or maybe a combination of them all?
Brilliant! I have absolutely no idea what's going on.
And does it make any difference anyway? The government is supposed to represent us, to work on our behalf. What would you think if you owned a company and your employees attended secret meetings that you couldn't attend and made some decisions about your company that you disagreed with but had to abide by anyway? This is how our governments function more or less. It feels more like us against them, as if they were our overlords. Don't you feel that the democratic elections are really more like choosing who will be our next slave master? Surely we have become smart, conscious, and courageous enough to figure this one out without being destined to an apocalyptic end.
You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Or have we not yet found the courage to break our chains? A crossroad lies ahead, and we should finally step back and look at everything from an out-of-the-box position. Without a complete overhaul of our system, humanity cannot thrive and prosper. Yes, we can make few minor amendments to our system, but that's just on the surface of all the mess. Our slavery has remained largely unchanged for generations, motivated only by greed and profit, and manipulated and controlled by politicians with their agendas. Everywhere we hear governments and self-appointed leaders yelling that a great reset is needed. But in their minds, a reset would not be a better, free society with no secrets, where everyone prospers, but rather it would mean the exact opposite.
The time has come.
It is becoming increasingly apparent that there is no alternative to moving humanity forward. Our world is abundant, the entire universe is open to us, and we can prosper, live in harmony, expand our knowledge, and create opportunities beyond our wildest dreams.
Live long and prosper.
Consider how things would change if we stopped being scared to think outside the box and let intelligent, open-minded, and visionary individuals to lead us instead of corrupted politicians with their agendas. Then we can figure out a way to create a completely new system. And yes, we will face difficulties and hiccups along the way, but we will learn from these setbacks and adapt and move forward. That way, we will achieve a real reset, which we desperately need, rather than a great reset which the establishment is trying to push on us. If people realize that this possibility exists, even the skeptics will demand the same. That will really begin the chain reaction that will be unstoppable. A dream like this seems out of reach. With so many problems everywhere, it's hard to imagine that anything can be changed. But keep in mind that all these problems are only artificially created to control us. In fact, everything is simple. If we open our minds and are prepared to take all the necessary steps, even the radical ones, not as one nation or continent, but as a people. A major problem is the lack of alternative systems, as those in power made sure that any country that followed a different course would fail. So we do not have a model to follow. And still, there are a lot of people who are either afraid of radical change or rewarded enough so that they still prefer slavery systems over unknown freedom. But this is primarily because our ruling classes, the media, and apocalyptic films constantly brainwash us into believing that only chaos and destruction will follow such changes. While many open-minded people want change, they are divided into many small groups because of some minor disagreements. But rather than fighting each other over them, shouldn't we try to focus on the principles and changes we want that will unite us? So let's start by creating a new and free society without secrets or hidden agendas based on simple principles. And the moment we have a system like this with a solid foundation, the task of figuring out which strategy works best becomes much easier. Afterwards, all small disagreements can be resolved without any pressure. We aim to establish a truly free and open nation by the year 2025. It would be arguably for the first time in recorded history that this has happened. It is important to understand that neither we nor our group represent any country, government, religion, or any organization or firm. All of us are just open-minded people who believe that everyone should have the right to thrive in a free and open society. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you will join us for this exciting journey. Remember that you can already pre-register for the Citizenship in Free Autonomous Nation on our homepage. Or you can support this project by going to the Go Get Funding page or by clicking the Go Get Funding on our website. Keep an eye out for our new weekly video series. We will bring you the latest news on various topics every Friday.